What is up and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Jillian here. Today we have such a good spring accessories haul. I cannot even begin to explain how amazing all of these pieces are. Now here's the thing, when it comes to entering into the spring summer season, you begin to remove the layers and add them by way of accessories. So I think in the spring and summer season, more than any other season, accessories that are not layers matter the most because they literally make your outfit. So we have quite a few pieces we're gonna go over here. Most of them are thrifted and vintage, but there are a few new pieces. I will link whatever I can. Let's get into it.
Subscribe your channel.
We could be everything, anything that we see we could be. We could be everything that we want.
This is so good. Plus, I have quite a few pieces that I have never showed you guys, and I've had them for probably about 6 to 9 months, but I wasn't quite ready to show them to you yet. Now I am. I'll explain when I get there, but let's get into it. Let's start with the new items first. First things first is my Ralph Lauren baseball caps. I have them in black and tan, as you can see. I believe the little horseman on this one is navy. It's white on this one. But I wear baseball caps a lot, especially in the spring and summer season, just sun protection and things like that. Plus, y'all, my hair don't know how to act when it starts getting real humid out here. It just literally does not retain the curl definition because it just gets so like fuzzy and you know, whatever, you get it. Whenever I have those days where I'm like my hair is not acting right, I love to throw a baseball cap on and do like a pony poof. So yeah, I had to get these because I felt like they were really good basic colors. However, in the Ralph Lauren store, they had so many really cool, fun spring summer colors. Like they had a lavender and like a neon coral. So I definitely will be going back to get some of those because I think they'll be so cute for the spring summer season. I will link these down below. I do have links where I can put these for you guys. So if you are interested in a baseball cap from Ralph Lauren, you can get it. I also have the Ralph's Coffee one, which is green with white writing. If you're not new here, you've seen that one before. And they also have a white one with like a emerald green writing. It's like the opposite. And I really want to get that one, but I'm gonna wait a little bit. My hair is red, like as you can see, and the color does bleed. So I feel like with the white one, the red color will bleed a lot on it. So I don't know. I have to think about it a little bit more to see if I want to actually invest in the white one. But yeah, definitely love those. I have already been wearing them on repeat, insert picture here, and I just know like it's a forever piece in my wardrobe. I'm always gonna have them. They're always gonna be relevant for my style and my taste. Definitely think it's a worthwhile buy, a good investment, cost per wear, you know. So next item, now this is an item I got at HomeGoods, surprisingly, and it is this Cowhide little cosmetics pouch. I can tell this was actually for men's, probably to hold like a razor or something like that. They also had another color where it was like brown with a emerald green like Texas logo. I think this is definitely a very Texas thing. I don't know if they would have this anywhere else, but they had it in mind, and I just loved the cactus. I didn't want to get the Texas one because that was a little bit too Texas for me, but I love this. I actually keep this in my bag, and it holds like lip gloss, my Apple pen, my wired headphones, and just like little cosmetics and things that I want to throw from bag to bag. And I just think it's really cute. And honestly, I would probably wear this as like a little clutch if I wanted like a fun accessory. It definitely goes with something I'm going to show you guys next, but we'll get there. I got this for $26 or $27 at HomeGoods. Check your HomeGoods. Maybe they have, if you're in California, maybe they have one with a California logo. I don't know, but you might be able to find it in your local HomeGoods. So try it and see if you can find it there, or TJ Maxx, Ross, Marshalls. You get the picture. Now this piece, I was literally in a vlog just telling you guys that I wanted these, right? And so I just randomly went to a TJ Maxx because I was looking for bedding for my bed. I was looking for 100% cotton quilt, could not find it, but I did come across these as I was walking out, and I just could not get them. And this is the case they came in. This is Céline, and I finally found the Céline Sunnies. I cannot believe that I actually finally found these. Now, for some people, this is like a dated kind of thing, but for me, this is my style. Like, I'm always gonna love these. I'm always gonna want to wear them, and about 20 years from now, they're gonna be considered those cool vintage Céline sunnies. And yeah, I love them so much. I thought I would end up with the round ones, but when I saw these, I was like, oh no, I like the little shape. They also had a smaller, like, kind of aviator slight shape to them. They had a pair like that, and I almost got those, but they had a scratch on the lens, and I was like, no. And I just really liked the shape of these. So yeah, these are gonna be my summer sunnies, and I absolutely love them. And I'm so happy that they had the case that they come in, because this is one of those cool pieces where you can like wear it crossbody and you can adjust it too. It has like a little adjustment thing right here. I can literally wear it around my neck if I want to, and it literally is like a twofer. I get an accessory and the sunglasses all in one, and I believe, I don't want to lie about the price, but they were on a heavy deep discount, so definitely check your local TJ Maxx. I also heard that they had them in Ross, which is why I was talking about Ross in my last video. I did see that they had them in Ross as well. They also had Cartier in Ross. If I can go find those Cartier sunnies, I might have to get those too. We might actually go to a Ross today. I just remembered. That was another new item. The last new item I'm going to show you is this one right here, which I recently showed you guys this in YouTube Shorts. I got this bag from ASOS, and it's from And Other Stories, and it's sold out now. However, I do believe that it's possible to come back in stock. So I'm gonna link it anyway. Put yourself on the list to be notified if it comes back in stock. I got it for like $139, I think, because it was on sale. But it is Cowhide. Again, very much giving this. I've been really loving Cowhide. I actually have Cowhide knee-high boots that I got years ago from Shoots. I have them in a mustard yellow, a dark olive green, and I also have the leopard Cowhide ones as well. I got all three. They're the same, and they're just so cool. So I just love this material. I feel like it just looks so high quality. And I also have another bag that I got as well. I'm gonna put it on the screen right here. This one was out of stock for literally like 2 months. I still kept checking back. I put myself on notifications, and literally I was looking at it probably about a week ago, and it was still out of stock the next day. After I had just looked at it, I got a notification that it came back into stock, so I purchased it immediately, and it went back out of stock. So I do think it's very possible it could go back into stock if it's something that you're interested in, but I love the zebra. I have some boots from Mango that are the same print. I suspect they might match, and I hope that they do. If they don't, it's okay, but I do have some boots that are this print, also Cowhide, the firm material, so we'll see, but it's on the way. There is a little bit of a delay. I got a notification that it's been delayed. I think everything that's going on in the world right now is kind of interfering with shipping, and so it's a little bit delayed, so I'm not able to show it to you guys in this video, but I will definitely show it to you guys when I get it, and I will be wearing it all spring summer. I love the size of it. I think it's amazing shape wise and just very timeless to me. I know I'm gonna always love a bag like this. It's not something I'm gonna get tired of or get rid of, and it's gonna always be just something I grab for when I want to spice up an outfit. So I'm sorry, these are the kind of accessories that I keep saying. If you love them and they are trending, buy them now, because you know they're gonna go out of style. You're not gonna be able to get them as easily. Get the things you love right now while they're trending. So now let's get into the thrift and vintage portion of the haul. Let's do the thrifted items that I got recently, and then we'll go into the other like vintage items that I was not ready to show you guys, but I'll show you. It's quite a few of those. I'll show you guys those now. None of you guys have seen this stuff. New or old watcher, viewer, y'all have never seen this stuff, and I'm gonna finally show you. First things first were these Mini Tonkas. I love these so much. Now here is the thing. First of all, I'm really into the suede and the fringe. About, I would say 3 years ago, I thrifted these. Absolutely love these. However, there is a clicking sound that one of them makes in the heel. It's this one. Listen. You hear that? And when you're walking, you can hear it. It drives me nuts. I need to take this to a cobbler. Maybe I'll do that today too, and see if they can fix it, because that's the only reason I have not worn them more, because I don't want to hear clicking around like that or feel the clicking when I'm wearing them. It's just so annoying, so annoying. But I do feel like this together could be such a cool vibe, and I'm just really missing being able to wear these. But this is the same brand. These are an ankle version. They also have, so that's a really tall version, this is an ankle version. They do have like a mid-calf version, and I think I'm gonna be on the hunt on like Poshmark and, you know, other places like Depop to get some more, because they do have some really cool colors. I know that they have these in gray in all the different lengths, and they do have some slides that are like a really pretty green like this. I had them on my Poshmark watch and they got bought right out from under me because I took too long to think about it. But yeah, I love Mini Tonkas. So if you're into the like boho vibe, you love suede fringe, look into Mini Tonkas. They're really easy to find on the pre-loved market and at a very good price. So yeah, that's that. I only have like really one clothing item, and then the rest are accessories that I can go either way. But I did want to talk about this one. This is one of those beautiful Indian scarves that you guys know I love to get. However, this one will not be staying a scarf. I will be cutting it. I bought it for the border. So there are these D-squared shorts that I want to make. I want to do a thrift flip. We will be doing and filming that, and they're right here. I love these, and I want to do a play on this for summer. So I was like, I need to find trim that's like really cool and colorful, and I didn't want to go to like Michael's or Joann's or Hobby Lobby for it, because I wanted like a really good, intricate, non-common one that wasn't astronomical. So I knew the Indian scarves that I love to thrift always have things like that, and this border is going to look amazing. So I'm going to put this around the bottom of a pair of Levi's that I'm actually going to cut into jorts, and I'm gonna put this around the bottom, and I'm actually also going to put this around the top of the pocket in the back to kind of just like tie it all in together. So it's gonna be really fun, and I might try to find a way to use the tulle into the design as well, but you'll have to stay tuned for that. It's gonna be so cute, and I can't wait to like wear them this summer. It's gonna be amazing. So stay tuned for that. That is a thrift flip that is coming up. I also got this one for the same reason, because I love this trim, and I was considering if I would just like layer the trim, but I think this, because of how thick it is gonna be enough. So I'm only making one short. I'm only making one short. I think this one may live to see another day, which brings me to this. I'm gonna back up so you guys can see, but I love these for not only scarves. I think for like with a spaghetti strap or like a little tank in the summer. This is so cute. But let me just tell you how I plan to style a lot of mine up here. I have so many of them. So you guys know I like a nice little hooded moment. Like, can you imagine? Tell me this is not fire. Like as an accessory, or even if I had like, I love to style it like with a baseball cap underneath as well. But just, can you imagine, like, hold on. We have to put the full picture together. Like, period. Stop playing with me. Listen, this is fire. So yeah, I plan on definitely styling a lot of my Indian wrap scarves in a way like this. I think it's just so cool. So this is one. We don't know if it's going to survive the summer, because if I find another thrift flip, I might use the trim. But I'll tell you why I'm so willing to cut this. I know you guys are probably looking at it like, why would I destroy the scarf? It is silk. But let's talk about this next one. So I also got this scarf as well. You can kind of see the colors are similar. And another reason I'm kind of apprehensive about cutting this one is because I feel like together I could style these into something really cool. So I don't know, we'll see. But this one is so beautiful. I don't know if you can see, it's like metal, and it's on, you can see it on both sides. The trim is amazing, and at the end it's just a lot of it. Like, It's so pretty. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. I love this scarf so much. And again, in my mind, I was like, period. We have a situation just like this, okay? It's giving. It just really, it's giving. It's giving. But let me tell you something. So I got this, and because I wanted this, I had to get this because it came together. It is this beautiful, like, draped gown. It has this lining underneath it, but I fully plan on completely cutting out the lining so that the whole bottom portion of it is sheer. And I want to style it up with like baggy denim with like a heel, or even shorts like with something underneath it, because I want to make this like a top instead. And I just think, look at this detail at the bottom. It's just so beautiful, and it goes with this, hold on, not that one. It goes with this scarf. The whole entire thing was $7.99, and this is made out of 100% silk and velvet. When I tell you that the Indian materials are just like next level, they are so good. They make some of the most amazing, beautiful textiles and materials, and you see something like this, you have to get it. Imagine even just tying this around your waist, going to the pool like you have on a bathing suit and you want like a little sarong or something like that. Indian scarves are the perfect accessory to thrift for spring. Now this one, when I saw this one, the color, I was like, oh, that's beautiful. And then look at the trim. I was like, please give it to me. Like this, again, wrapped around the waist as a sarong, tied into a top, or even my new thing that I'm about to start doing, period, okay? Yes. This is so cute. Oh my gosh, like, yes. Absolutely yes. How much did I pay for? I think I paid like these, I always am able to get them for around like let's say $4 to $6 or $7. 100% silk, fire. 3 more to show you because I kind of went ham. This is another beautiful one. I love the red and the pink with my red hair. I was like, oh yeah, period. Listen, you know, I love. And then obviously like a regular scarf, perfect for spring. I cannot reiterate enough. And then this is another beautiful silk one. This is like orange and pink, or it's like a really deep, is this, what would you call this, like fuchsia? Fire. Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. Last but certainly not least is this one. Look at this trim. Look at that fringe. This is what I was talking about, like, period. And this one is on the edges, so stop playing with me. Now, who else is doing this? Thrifting these and wearing them like this. I haven't seen anybody do this. This is my vibe for all of spring and summer. I like the fact that I could tie this also around my waist and actually have a beautiful sarong as well. And then last but not least on the clothing front was this right here. And now, okay, so this is a tube top. I did not get a chance to try this on, and I got it knowing it was very possible I might have to fix the elastic if it was not fitting me, but it was so worth it because look at the bottom. It's tie-dye and it is pants. It's like harem pants, but a tube top as well. And it has, ooh, yeah, I definitely heard the elastic kind of give a little, but it has elastic at the bottom. Yeah, it's old. Like it's stretched out, so I'm gonna actually have to rip the seam and replace the bottom, but I'll try this on for you guys. I just thought this was such a cool piece for spring, and then it gives me a really good opportunity to layer necklaces and things like that, and maybe even style a scarf with it. Those are the clothing items. We'll be working on this when I do the thrift flip. For everything else, we will fix this and, you know, make sure it's set and ready to go for summer. Now let's get into the accessories that I got. I saw this really beautiful cream leather belts, 100% leather, and I was like, yes, I need some more belts that are different colors that I could style and wear with other things. And I just thought this was so beautiful, so I got that one. And then this one actually reminded me of a By Far belt in silver, but the reason I got this one is I have been looking for just plain leather belts that are black with a gold buckle, but I just love the buckle. I think this is so cute. Just everyday classic belt that will add a little something to the outfit. So I got that. And then into jewelry, I saw this in the thrift and I was like, absolutely. Look at this. How much was this? $2.29. It almost kind of looks like a fascinator, but it's not. I like that I could do something like this. You know, stuff like this is like really trending. Let's say I have a tank top and I want to add a little something. I could just put this here. But something I love about this is the fact that I could also wear it in my hair. Hold on, let me turn it around so you can see what I'm trying to go for. There, like I can add it in my hair. I can put my hair up. I can put this on just like a headband. I could just do one of these numbers. Like there's so many different ways that I could use this. I could put it on a bag. I could use it like when I'm tying a scarf. I could, you know, put it right here if I make a scarf top. Like accessories like this are so versatile and I love it. So when I saw this for $2, I was like, this gives me so many different ways that I could potentially style it. Then I got some necklaces. This one right here, absolutely love. It's so heavy and the beads have a marble look to them. It is so hard to find necklaces right now that are this long. And I love necklaces like this because it makes layering jewelry so easy. So when I saw this one, I was like, absolutely. Another one, which is a lariat style necklace. It's my favorite, one of my favorite styles of necklaces. And it's when it goes like this, but you can kind of see. This is so pretty. I love this so much. It has gold on the chain and the balls are like this turquoisey color. I just feel like in the summer, like with the tube top, this is going to be so cute, especially layered up. Another really fun one that I found was this one right here. I think this is going to be so fun for the summer. I just really want to find earrings. Like I could do silver hoops or something like that with this, but I would love to find some colorful earrings and other colorful necklaces to kind of stack and layer with this. It would hit about right here. And then for the last necklace that I got, it's just this basic silver one that I thought could be cool because again, I could layer it with this if I wanted to. And I did find 2 bracelets. So as you guys know, I just recently thrifted this one, but when I saw this one, I was like, oh, that would actually make such a fire set together to just kind of like wear them, which is definitely what I plan on doing. I definitely will be stacking them together. And then I found this one for $5, which looks like an old, like it's a fork and it has this stone on it. Look at that. I think that's also cool with this bracelet right here, just to kind of like stack. I love that. And this is one of those things where you can really see, just even with the stacks that I have, how important it is to have accessories and layer. And even like my necklace, this is one that I thrifted as well. I love doing accessories and layering and stuff like that for spring, summer. So now we're gonna get into the things that I never really got a chance to show you. And the reason is because all of what I'm about to show you next came from my uncle's shop who passed away last year. And you guys would have known I went back to California to go to his service and I did a whole like thrift with me video while I was out there. But I also stopped at his shop and I got some things to bring back home just to like keep him close and hold him close to my heart. My aunt opened up the shop so that we could go like look and get some things, and these are some things that I got while there. And this is just a testament to how immaculate and amazing my uncle's taste in antiques were. So for those of you who are new here, my uncle, he passed last year, but he owned an antique shop for like, gosh, I want to say like over 40 years or something like that. Like he owned it for a while, maybe 30 or 40 years. And I remember for as long as I can remember going to the shop, learning about antiques, seeing how he sourced. And so I think a lot of his influence is what has shaped the way that I thrift and the antiques I look for and how I'm able to spot things, because I've always grown up around it. So I just have an eye, and he trained that eye. So these are some things that I got when I was there. I was literally limited because my luggage was already at max capacity because I had gone thrifting. So I couldn't take, and then also I couldn't take any furniture. I couldn't take any like fixtures or things like that because I did not have a way to bring them back to Texas with me. And before me and my husband had moved to Texas, I had already gone to the store when he was alive. He walked with me around the store and I picked out some bigger pieces that I was able to bring back with me. So at least he got to see how I styled those pieces in my home. But this particular trip, I could not bring anything big. So I literally got all accessories. So the first thing I got was this black bow right here. This is by the brand Ricci. And I just thought this was so cute because I could just like wear it if I did like a cute little ponytail, or even just style it in the back if I did like a pineapple. You can also style it like this way if I were to do, you know, like a side thing. I just thought it was so cute. I love it. So this velvet bow by Ricci, it's so funny that he even like picked this, which is so crazy. Another item that I got, absolutely love, is this little chain coin purse. It's made so well, material so heavy. Definitely very, very vintage, and it has this beautiful like lining in it, just immaculate, made in the USA. It's like that chainmail quality, insane, still in amazing condition. So I got this is like a little going out bag if I want to go out or something like that. It's very much giving Paco Rabanne. But yeah, I love this. So I got this, and then I got a ton of brooches, which we'll get to. I have three, let me see, I have a few bracelets. I'll show you the bracelets first. So one of the things I really wanted to get was this little vintage watch right here, and I just think it's so pretty. It looks like jewelry, so cute, and it actually would go perfect with my stack today. It doesn't actually work. I do need to get the battery replaced in it, but very beautiful vintage watch. All of these other pieces that I'm going to show you are all 100% silver, sterling silver, very heavy silver with real stones. So I have this one, which is like sterling silver with gold plated and an amethyst. I need to polish these pieces up. You can see they still have the tags on it because I have not been able to bring myself to kind of like go through it. But this beautiful cuff bracelet, which is gonna go beautiful with my stacks. And then I have this one, which is so cool, also sterling silver, but it's like a cuff that's really beautiful. I like the colors on the front. Again, very solid and weighty sterling silver. This is another one that he has marked as Native American sterling silver. The stones in this are real, just beautiful. And then this is another one that's also sterling silver that he has marked, and it is also, I believe, pearl. So it's like a nice little magnetic closure. Love that. Beautiful. So those are the three bracelets that I got. And then I got brooches. You guys know brooches are really having a moment. Actually, let me show you these. I got two other hair clips. These are sterling silver hair clips, and this one has these gemstones on it. So this is really cool. Definitely want to start wearing these. And this one is also sterling silver. It's like a I would say like an oversized bobby pin almost, but you can see like that. Definitely want to wear these. Like, these are those vintage touches that are just so beautiful. They don't make stuff like that anymore. And then we're gonna get into all of the brooches that I got, which I got some amazing, like, cool brooches you would never be able to find anywhere else. So this is also sterling silver. I believe this is gold plated with real gemstones. Looks like a leaf, and the safety pin is right here. So I love that. This one is made in Mexico, also sterling, but I love the stone and the face on it right there. Such a cool brooch. Like, you'll never really easily come across these kinds of things again. This is another one that I believe is gold plated. I don't see a marking on if it's sterling silver or not, but look at how beautiful this is. Just so cool. This is another really beautiful one that these clearly came from the same, because you can see the little stonework in it, you know. is also another really cool one that I got. And then this one also I think came from the same collection right here. And then last but not least, this one is also sterling silver, heavy with a real amethyst in it. Last but not least, I got this beautiful jewelry box, which is from Shanghai, China, and it has a little closure right here. Beautiful. And I just love this. It does have a hinge pin missing, so I'm very careful with this, but I actually think I'm going to keep this in my, probably I'll keep it up here. It's been in my bedroom for the longest, but I just really want this to be on display. But this is what I brought all the jewelry back in. So yeah, that's all the things from my uncle's shop. He had amazing taste. Like, I learned so much from him. But yeah, all of these are the accessories I will be styling up and, you know, having for this summer. I hope you guys enjoyed this haul. Tell me your favorite piece in the comments below, and I will link, like I said, everything that I can down in the description box. I cannot wait to style these pieces up. I cannot wait for the thrift flip that is coming. So subscribe and stay tuned for that, and turn on your notifications, because that is the next video that we will be working on. And then I have so many other style videos coming up. So I love you guys so much. I know that things are crazy in the world right now, but do your best to find the little pieces of joy that you can, because since the dawn of time, there has been chaos erupting in the world. Sometimes it's been a whole lot worse than others, but this is not the first time, and it won't be the last time that we have to get through something like this. So you have to prioritize your mental health. Be aware, be compassionate, love on others, but also when you're loving on others, make sure you take time to love on you too. So you have to find the joy, and joy does not always mean happiness, but joy is something that you have, a peace that surpasses all understanding, and you have to prioritize that for your mental health right now so that you can actually be helpful for others. So I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.